Welcome back. I am the Electrical Code Coach from electricalexamcoach.com. And this is lesson 4.1 in our video series. And in this exciting lesson, we're going to be learning all about 120.6 and how we handle our HVAC loads when it comes to our whole home load calculation. Let's get to it. Because the question is, are we really going to be running both our heating and our cooling at the same time? Not usually. Now, there are scenarios where this may happen with dual zone heating or something like that. But thankfully for our load calculations, we've only got to calculate both of them and then pick the larger of the two. Let me show you how it's done. Now, before we dive into this question, this is the only part of the program that I have to say the code is broken. In the 2026, which is the version you're in, they did do some work to help clarify it, but there's so many ways to interpret this, and there's so many different nuanced situations that it's really convoluted. So what I'm getting ready to show you is not even my interpretation of what I think this code says, but I'm going to show you what I believe the test makers are going to be thinking when they're creating your questions. And that's based off of common consensus and different interpretations and the historical way that this is interpreted. I just want you to know that, though, when you're out in the field, I want you to work this out with your inspector. And don't think that this is necessarily the way that I believe that it needs to be done, but it is how I believe that your test makers think that it needs to be done. Let's get to it. How many VAs would you calculate for a 18.2 amp air conditioner compressor with a 1.8 amp blower and a 10 kW heat strip, all rated 240 volts on a dwelling unit? Step one, we're going to find our total connected load. We're going to do the AC first, and then we're going to do the heat second. So our starting amperage for our AC would include the compressor, but we can't forget the blower motor. Whether we're calculating heating or cooling, we have to be able to circulate that air. Now is where we have to do a little bit of extra math. Because of 120.6, which is the code that we're applying here, we would have to take the largest motor in this scenario and multiply it by 1.25. That's going to give us a new amperage of 22.75. Now all we have to do is take that 22.75, add it to our 1.8 amp blower motor, and we end up with 24.55 amps. Then to convert that over to VAs or over to watts, either one, we would take our 24.55, multiply it by our voltage, and that gives us a total VA count of 5,892 VAs. Now, let's calculate the heat. For our heat, we're going to do a similar process. We take our 10,000 VAs right off the rip, and then if we're really following this code to the letter, because we're treating these loads separate, we would also take the largest motor in this scenario, which is 1.8 amps. We would multiply it by 1.25, and that gives us a total of 2.25. We take and multiply that by the voltage to convert it over to VAs, and we end up with 540. Now, we just total all that together and end up with a total VA load of 10,540 VAs. That's where that getting off in the weeds and it being very nuanced business that I was talking about. And I look forward to someone's public input in 2029 to really clarify this part of the code, and you may just see a public input from me. Now, like any calculation, we check for demand factors. Well, in this case, we've already had to follow the code as we went, so there are no additional multipliers. All we have to do is select the larger of the two. And in this case, it ends up being the heating. This part of the code is so convoluted and it's very frustrating because that little bit of an add-on and whether or not you add it and where you add it of doing the 1.25 doesn't make a difference in this overall calculation. Look how much larger the heating is. So it's kind of a moot point in the sense that it really doesn't matter. The heating ended up being much larger. Now, if you're in some rare scenario where the heating or cooling are that close and that 1.25 makes the difference of choosing between the two, let me know if you ever find that. I would love to see that. Just shoot me an email at electricalcodecoach@gmail.com. But with that being said, in this case, we don't have to worry about when you add the 1.25 because in this scenario, the heating is so much larger and we select C. Great job. How many VAs would you calculate for a 28.2 amp air conditioner compressor with a 3.2 amp blower motor and a 6 kW heat strip, all rated 240 volts on a dwelling unit? Step one, we're going to find our total connected load. Well, our AC, we're going to take that 28.2. We're going to go ahead and multiply it by 1.25, and that's going to give us 35.25. Now, all we have to do is add it together with that blower motor. We get that total, and it ends up being 38.45. To convert that over to VAs, all we have to do is multiply by the voltage. And that gives us a total VA count for the AC of 9,228 VAs. Now, let's do the heating. We had a 6 kW heat strip plus the blower motor after we did all the math. So we took that 3.2 multiplied by 1.25, that equals 4. We take that 4 now and multiply it by the voltage to get the total. It's a total of an additional 960 VAs. When we total that up, it equals 6,960. No demand factors here. We just select the larger of the two, and in this case, it's going to be the cooling. And we select B. That's the end of lesson 4.1. We've just got one more piece to learn, and then we're going to be able to do your first whole house load calculation. You're doing a great job. And one thing about the electrical code, although it may be complicated and nuanced, it's worth it. It's one of the best industries there ever was in the entire world, and you get to be a part of it. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work. Let's get to it.